I'm Jamon Jordan, official historian for the city of Detroit. And this is Black History Month. I want to welcome you to some wonderful programming called Undefeated, a look at Black history in the city of Detroit through the lens of dance, music, architecture, spoken word, and other genres. Available on Channel 22 and at DetroitArtsandCulture.com. Please enjoy.
On June 23rd, 1963, the Detroit Walk to Freedom occurs. Martin Luther King Jr. will lead this march of 125,000 people from Brush Park on Woodward all the way down to the riverfront. And then it will culminate with a speech by him, which gives a portion of the I Have a Dream speech 2 months before it's given in Washington, D.C. at the March on Washington. This march was organized by the Detroit Council for Human Rights, led by Reverend Clarence LaVaughn Franklin, the pastor at New Bethel Baptist Church and a friend of Dr. King, and Reverend Clarence LaVaughn Franklin, C.L. Franklin. We probably know him best as the father of Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, and Reverend Albert Clegg, who at that time the pastor of Central United Church of Christ, which will one day become the Shrine of the Black Madonna. These activist preachers will organize this march, which for 2 months is the largest civil rights demonstration in America's history. And at that march, Martin Luther King Jr. will give that speech at the end at Cobo Arena, which no longer exists. It is now, of course, the TCF Center. But he will give that speech at Cobo Arena, starting out with talking about problems in the South and the North. Problems like school segregation and job discrimination, which are northern issues, and housing discrimination, along with the segregation policies of the South and the refusal of allowing African Americans to register to vote. So he's merging these two fronts on civil rights. The northern front, which deals with housing discrimination and school inequality, and the southern front, which deals with the lack of African Americans having the right to vote. And he merges these two, and then he ends it with the crescendo of this dream that he said he had. And that will be stated again 2 months later at the March on Washington, where the world will hear that speech that was heard first at a large group in the city of Detroit.